Hi again. Hi, Mom. Here we are, a couple months later, another Boulder Bash, and it's gonna be better than ever. I guarantee it.
Yeah, so we've been doing the Boulder Bash since 2013, steadily. Kind of started as a funny, costume, informal competition, right? Come on in, we'd set some boulders and people would just go, huck themselves around in our old South gym right behind me. And it's evolved now to where it's, one of the premier competitions in the bouldering season in the Pacific Northwest. And, when we host our finale bash in January around nationals, we get the top nationals athletes in the country, come and participate. So it's really become a high-profile bouldering competition.
The Boulder Bash is a couple things. Like one, it just brings awareness to competitive climbing to our climbing community. Like 13 years ago when I started coaching, we didn't have comps for anyone but the youth competitors. Now with the Open Boulder Bash for rec, advanced, and open fields, it's just starting to get more awareness of what comp climbing is, which in turn kind of gives our program and our kids a little bit more support and buy-in from the community.
We're chalking up the holds, getting ready for run, all the hardest stuff for Red Point. Setting for the local people was really fun because you know who the members are, you know who the clientele is and what they're capable of, so you can change your route setting to match their climbing and make it a little easier or difficult as you need it to be. I think the boulders we set are pretty on par. A couple of them are pretty hard. Knowing some of the competitors, I know that there's a couple BEA, some of the kids that are getting really strong coming in. And I know also Lucas is coming and he's real strong. He's got a lot of experience climbing outdoors and indoors.
So height in rock climbing is usually an advantage, especially if you're on the stronger side. Like when you're throwing your weight around and having jump moves, like with someone, the size of Lucas, he's huge. And he's really good at being huge. He's been huge since he was like 13. So he's really good at climbing fully extended, really strong core. He's just a phenomenal rock climber. That, in addition to his height, just makes him a super challenge to set for. So finding that middle ground where we're not unfairly punishing him, but not unfairly rewarding him is gonna be our goal for this upcoming Boulder Bash.
Yeah, so for this bash, it's cool because it's still really local. The people are locals in the community that we've known and who have for a long time and have climbed in the community for, decades in some cases. It creates more engagement with the crowd and, it's like, you're watching your friends compete together and it's really, really fun to be a part of that experience.
It's cool to come back to that. It was what it was originally started for, and it's just awesome to see it come into that again. I love just having something for everyone, I guess, and then making sure that from our strongest climber to our newest climber, everyone has a good time and enjoys the atmosphere and enjoys the competition.
So we have a couple of our team members that will be competing in the open category. Hamish Reinhardt in the males. I don't think he's done the open category before. He's 14. Usually he does the youth comp, but he's elected to do the open this year. I'm going to be just interested to see where he ends up. He's climbing really well, and we'll see if that translates to the comp. Mira Capacchione, she'll be climbing in the open category. She just qualified for the Portland Boulder Rally Open Finals 3 weekends ago, finished 4th, so probably expect to see her in finals. And then Moxie Havorka, she usually doesn't do the open category. She's going to do that this year, give her the opportunity to see if she has what it takes to get into a finals. You know, for me, like a good comp is like an engaged crowd. We're lucky here with the route setting staff we have. They're able to set to the field and put on a good show no matter who's in finals, no matter who comes down. So for me, I'm looking for a good engaged crowd, climbs that separate the field, and I like to see the climbers engaged with the crowd too, feeding off of that. Have the crowd kind of get behind them and have the climbers do stuff they didn't think they could do.
This is just our community putting forth their best effort, and it's radical. So, stoked to see what happens.
Cause I'm fearless, fearless, fearless. Yeah, I'm fearless, fearless, fearless. Come on, taste this, baby, I'm reckless. Yeah, I'm fearless, yeah, I'm fearless. I'm colorful with a bruise. I got nothing else left to lose. So I'm coming up straight by you. I'm returning the favor, not pay your dues. I know you thought I was done, left me for dead while you run. Well, I only have just begun. I'm burning up brighter than the sun. Cause I'm fearless, fearless, fearless. Yeah, I'm fearless, fearless, fearless. Come on, take this, baby, I'm reckless. Yeah, I'm fearless. And you're never gonna break me, never gonna shake me down.
Yeah!